Man. Here we go. Yo, what you doing here in Plainview, man?
I live here now. And it was either Wolfpack or Dynasty for Club League, and I didn't want to play with you. So I chose Wolfpack.
Yeah, so you want the scouts to see you playing on the losing team and see a star on that, okay.
Now, I'm going to get the scouts to notice me by shooting every chance I get. I mean, if I play with you, you'll be yelling at me to make the extra pass.
That's right, because I want to win.
Okay, that's all you think the scouts care about?
Yeah, the scouts care if you can win, bro.
Okay, then you really are stupid, bro. Let me give you some game, man.
Here we go. All right.
Scouts only care if you got the skills that translate to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Point blank, end of story.
Well, you only prove that by winning.
No, you prove that by showing how you can help them win at the next level. All right, I'm cocky, but I'm not stupid, MP.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm not a high flyer. I'm not a rim protector. So if I want to lead this broke down town, I have to prove I can shoot.
That makes sense, bro. Because you're small.
Man, you ain't got to be Wimby to shoot out the gym. But since you care so much, I'm going to give you that L you've been asking for.
Yeah, I bet. Let's do it.
Bet.
We're here in Plainview, Illinois, tonight's venue for Club League basketball between the Wolfpack and Dynasty. Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. What a game this should be between two heated rivals on the club circuit.
Heated rivals indeed. Rarely do you see teams like this dislike each other this much, especially in the Club League circuit. But you know what? This is a showcase game for both teams.
At the center of it all will be MP, the star player for the Dynasty. He'll be tasked with keeping their winning streak alive.
Looking to make it a dozen straight wins to start the Club League season, but I know the Wolfpack are licking their chops at the prospect of ending the Dynasty's win streak. And how excited are you for this one? This is about as intense a game gets at the club level. These teams genuinely dislike each other.
There's the three. And Robinson pulls it down. Outside Stauffer. Pass to James. Off target at the rim. And Drake, you talk about the rivalry between the Wolfpack and Dynasty. They've both had their moments.
They certainly have, and I would expect a very physical game here tonight. That's the bare minimum when these teams play.
And he is just a headache for whoever's got him assigned on D.
And the Wolfpack with possession. It's a three-point game. Robinson sets the screen. Gets it to go from long range. And the leader of this Wolfpack team, without a doubt, is Patrick Wells, a three-star recruit who has a chance to play at the next level.
Hey, he's not the biggest or most athletic player on the floor, but when he warms up, I mean, look out. The kid can straight up shoot the ball. If he can bulk up and add some strength, he could be a factor in college.
He got hung up on a great screen and gave the shooter some wiggle room.
Yeah, for sure. If he sees any daylight at all, he's pulling the trigger.
Now here's Stauffer. Now James in the post. The layup off target. To the middle. And James Zadirko throws it down.
And the center, Zadirko, is a threat inside. You can't allow him to get this deep.
Now Stauffer. Outside James. Pass to Timmerman. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Robinson. Three-pointer, Patrick Wells. That one, no good. And for Zach Timmerman of the Wolfpack, he moved here from Iowa not too long ago.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much of him, and I know the Wolfpack would have liked to see more of him. Unfortunately, he's been plagued by back problems, which can't be fun. You wonder how long he'll be able to keep playing for.
Now Wells. And he's going for the oop here.
Wells has such a deep bag. That's part of his game that'll help him progress to the next level.
The Dynasty leading. Gets the 3-ball to go.
What an advantage that he brings to this offense. Being able to drain that 3-ball, it really can extend a defense.
Pass over to Robinson. Michael Stauffer on the wing. From 13, the Dynasty grab the miss.
And for Eric Dillard, he's a standout at the high school level in the area, but most scouts have him as a middling recruit.
He can just disappear from games too often, though. Great shot, but too many easy mistakes that he has yet to fix. And that's a foul. It'll be called on Timmerman. That's his first foul.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
That is showing some toughness on D. Getting physical, sticking his nose in there, and making a play.
Substitution for
goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
2 points.
Taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now Wells. Fires the three. The three-pointer goes.
This has been the core focus of Wells' game offensively. He's just so confident in his ability to hit from that range.
And there's the call on Patrick Wells. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution for the Dynasty.
Hit me, I'm open.
Drains the triple. MP has been something else this first half, well on its way to a huge game. And with a showcase game like this in tonight's rosters, you can expect a lot of college scouts in the stands.
The importance of this game, setting the narrative of each player's potential. Opinions are forming about these players, and each minute could be another pro or con in each scout's report.
Here's the Dynasty. The 12-point lead is their biggest of the game. And that one's good.
And he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. So effective at this point.
They really need a bucket right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's been a while since they've scored last.
Pass to Fresh. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
At a height disadvantage, but great work inside.
Yeah, even against the bigger defender. This guy's not going to back down.
And stolen by Cordova. Here's Johnson. The Dynasty grab the miss.
Well, the big name in the showcase has to be MP. He's a 5-star recruit and has a clear path to the NBA with his skill set and athleticism.
And scouts want to see him take over the game. They want to see him be athletic. They want to see his instinct and moves on the floor. Because sometimes he can defer it a bit too much.
Now here's Cordova. Here's Carter. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Eric Dillard. Here's Hawkins. For three. He can't get that one. And so here it's the Wolfpack. They trail by 14. Pass to Carter. Lets it go from deep. That shot missing. James covering. Now here's Dillard. Launches it. It's hauled in by Fresh. Well, you think about what sets MP apart on this Dynasty team. His athleticism you rarely see at the club level.
He's been stunning, Joe. When he's driven, he's physically capable of explosive feats. Speaking of, I'm setting my phone up right here because I think we've got a great angle for some viral content.
Great defense on display. He anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line and take a shot for the team.
Dave Zadirko. Substitution for the Wolfpack. 2 minutes.
Buries it from three-point range. And you love how MP has been able to put up the points with all the scouts watching. Out to the right wing. Back to Carter. Andrews. Outside, it's Johnson. Clock at 6. From past the arc. Andrews misses.
When I talked to Wolfpack shooting guard Deshaun Carter pregame, he had a tablet with some personal scouting notes, animated plays, and video highlights.
Yeah, Danny, I was looking at his tablet, and he even had a My NBA franchise with creative players to represent each team. That level of dedicated planning makes him a database of information on these teams.
Now here's Fresh. And nothing is falling for them right now.
Charging foul on.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
For the Dynasty, Michael Luan, Danny Cobb. Substitution
And
for
so
the
here it's the
Wolfpack.
Wolfpack. A 19-point contest. Passes to Wells. Here's the pick. Takes the 3. It's Michael Luan with the rebound. And he drops in the layup off the glass. It's very easy to see why MP is so high on the scouts list with how he's scoring tonight.
You look at this Wolfpack roster, a lot of players who will play college ball, but Patrick Wells could be the barometer.
And they are ecstatic to have him with the team. Add some much-needed shooting. They're hoping he can change the fate of their season. Zadirko, a screen. There's a lob to the hoop, and it's stolen away by Timmerman. Shoots the 3, knocks down the triple.
That's a good pass, right where he needed it to execute and finish.
So as we conclude the first half of play, a fairly one-sided affair thus far. Dynasty out front, they lead by 18. Plenty of action still to come when we return. The teams have had their break, the Wolfpack and Dynasty getting ready to kick things off here in the second half of play. And so here it's the Wolfpack. They trail by 18. And in club play this season, the Wolfpack enter tonight at 7-4, while the Dynasty are a perfect 11-0.
And I'd say we could throw out the record books, Joe. Whoosh, I threw mine right across the table. Sorry, Drake. Because of the history of these regional rivals is so complex. Both teams thrive on denying the other the chance to win in big games like this one.
James covering. Nails the three-pointer.
Their offense has been all about the long-range game.
Oh, obviously. You love the points, and you love how they stretch the defenders.
Now Wells. He's got 9. Fires from deep. Pure from three-point range.
Saying, right back at you. Patrick Wells is always game for a back-and-forth shooting battle.
Down low. Here's Zadirko. Another shot, and he takes it up and lays it in.
And we're here in the gym of the Plainview Panthers. It's a familiar floor to some players in our game today because they go to high school here.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, home court advantage is everything in a contentious game like this. A little extra bit of comfort might make a difference. You can't count anything out in such a heated affair.
Now here's Timmerman. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Just 3 to shoot. Michael Suffer for 3. The Dynasty grab the miss. Inside. Goes up. The fast break ends at the rim with the jam. And what a game for MP. He is showing out with a 30-point evening. And now Wells. 12 points for him. Pick by James. From downtown. And Patrick Wells with the 3.
The defensive effort wasn't there, and as a result, he buries it.
James covering. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And the pick is what allows him to score there. It's as simple as that.
He doesn't get that type of quality shot without the screen.
Oh, totally. The defender didn't know what hit him. This is how you create that separation.
Now Wells. 15 points in the game. From the arc. Doesn't go. Now shooting 50%. 5 makes, 5 misses. To the inside. And James Dirko throws it down.
And now we're seeing them find their groove on offense in this half.
They've been the much more efficient team. Chugging along nicely right now.
To the paint. Here's Wells. It's tipped. And that one drops.
I'd like to paint a picture here because his shooting chart is beautiful. Lots of good shots all around the floor.
Outside Stauffer. Pass to James. And now Wells. Dillard covering. Another miss by Wells. They're in complete control.
Just about everything you're doing has been working out.
And here is Luan. Over James. And Robinson pulls it down. And the Wolfpack with possession. You compare how this game has gone between MP and Wells, and so far it's been all MP.
MP has left no doubt that he's ready for the next level. He's a man amongst boys right now, and the NBA is going to be in his future.
Now Wells. 15 points in the game. Defended by Stauffer. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Both teams will make a substitution.
Number 00. One shot.
Here's Carter. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Shot to stop the run. The Dynasty grab the miss. He's covered by Johnson. Davidson can't get it to go. And the Wolfpack have possession. They really need to make an adjustment here.
Agreed. Nothing is working for them offensively. Time for a change. Oh boy, I'd settle for having as many points in a game as he has rebounds.
We are witnessing something special here today.
Outside Cobb. There's the triple. Hits the three-pointer.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. He's provided almost all the offense.
Over to the left wing. Now it's Carter outside. Kicks it to Johnson. This one for three. Offensive board. Fresh. Deflected. And on the bench for the Wolfpack, Coach Barry Bay. He's been with the program several years now and is trying to continue the success they've had this past decade.
Yeah, and standing directly in his path once again is the Dynasty. But with new leadership on the court from Patrick Wells, Coach is hopeful that the tide is about to turn for the Pack.
Well, Luan already has great height for operating inside, and especially when the basket is within reach.
Back to Carter. Timmerman to the left side. To the wing, right side. Back to Carter. Timmerman, just 5 on the clock. Carter, guarded by Cobb. And once again off the mark by the Wolfpack. Cordova covering. He gets it in there.
They're creating some separation on the scorecard now.
A nice cushion, and they're not even taking their foot off the gas.
Pass to Fresh. Now Timmerman. The kick out to Carter. Looking to end the drought. It's hauled in by the Dynasty.
Well, all game long, we've seen the passion that these teams have played with. No let up, no quit from anyone on the roster.
Yeah, passion is definitely one way to say it. Nothing that we can repeat on air, but it certainly seems beyond a little friendly ribbon.
Cordova outside. Johnson, the screen. To the middle. The kick out to Carter. Fresh. Outside, it's Johnson. Here's Cordova. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
This is what makes Carter such a field general. He's super organized, knows where everyone should be offensively. Nice feed by Carter.
Here's Junior. It's hauled in by Fresh. Cordova on the left side.
Who's watching him?
Goes back up. That shot off. Good work defensively by Michael Luan. They get a hand on it, and it's stolen away by Timmerman. Cordova with it. Cobb on him. Kicks it to Johnson. Launches a three. That shot, no good.
He just doesn't look confident right now, and it's showing with how he's shooting the ball.
Out of rhythm in the worst way.
And lots of contact there, missing the shot, and will shoot two.
Second team foul.
The first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits them both. They're having trouble creating any kind of offense.
And you can really sense them tightening up a little bit at this point.
Three-pointer, Patrick Wells. Brett Hawkins grabs the miss.
He fired with confidence from deep. Just couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, but you love that shooter's attitude. Shoot it when you can. He's really been producing offensively tonight, helping build that lead they're enjoying.
It's the kind of shooting that you can build your whole offensive strategy around.
Now here's Stauffer. Pass to Timmerman. Here's James. Wells outside. Clock at 4. Let's go with the three. The Dynasty grab the miss.
I don't know if he just ran out of gas or what, but he's been awful ever since the second half started.
An easy 2 points on the layup.
He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Robinson sets the screen. Three-pointer. And Patrick Wells with the three.
And the defense has to know the scouting report. I mean, we knew it. Wells can absolutely drain it from deep.
James covering. Soft touch off the glass and in.
Surging ahead at the right time.
Gaining some separation and putting it out of reach.
Outside Stauffer. Passes to Wells. The floater. Shot no good for Stauffer.
We know that's a shot that he can hit. It's frustrating that you can't cash it in because you were so wide open.
1 second separates the shot clock and the game clock here. And he makes that one.
He's able to find the seam in the defense and just lay it right in.
Wells outside. That will do it. Put it in the books. The Dynasty continue their amazing start to the season and now stand at 12-0. Great win for them here.
A real gem. You can see why the Dynasty have been the team to beat. Great execution for them when it mattered most.
Well, you know the Wolfpack would give everything they had. You could feel the intense tone of this rivalry match early on.
Yeah, we've seen this before. Ultimately, talent just wins out. The Dynasty has a great group of players to build on, and they might have been tested here a bit, but they proved to be the better team.
And for Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo, this is Joe Lamy. Thank you for tuning in.
Yo, she was here. I didn't see her.
Yeah, she came with her cousin.
Oh, I can't believe I missed her.
Man, you mind if I talk to him real quick? I apologize, bro. Hey, look, I know we butt heads over the years, but we go to the same school now.
Bro, are you thick in the head or something? I don't like you, man.
Look, I ain't trying to be your best friend. I'm just trying to win some games.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
How about we talk on the court? And off the court, you and me win cool.
Great. That's a great attitude.
We're
We're
going
going to win states like that.
Yep, and I don't care about states.
Yeah, that's because you playing for the Scouts.
Right. And that's because you playing for the fantasy. What, you think they're going to rebuild the factories because you passing a little Jimmy in the clutch? You really want to help these people? How about you take over? Make the league. Then when you got some actual power, you can actually help these people. All right, stop this nice guy hiding behind that when the truth is you scared to become the player you need to be in order to build a real dynasty. This is just a costume, bro. These words, meaningless, unless you put something behind that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Think about it. I can't believe how many North Beverly hats I saw today.
man.
Front runner high school team is crazy.
Yo, that's what happens when you win 8 straight titles and you're the most exclusive private school on the north side of Chicago, man.
5 assistant coaches. Full time.
Mm-hmm.
That means they've been scouting you for months.
Guess I'm gonna have to just go in there and do my thing, you know what I mean?
Stop playing, MP. Do you want to win, bro?
Of course I want to win. What you
Well,
talking
then
about?
pass the rock. All right, you're on a whole nother level than everybody else. I get that. But we can shoot. All right, especially if we're wide open and they're throwing doubles at you with their all-star recruits, man.
Yo, Patrick, ever since you got to Plainview, you've been telling me to take over, prove to the scouts that I'm an NBA player.
Yeah.
And now we on the biggest stage and you sitting here to tell me to play timid? You scared? You nervous? What's up, man?
Scared, man. It's North Beverly. I can't lose to those guys.
Hold on. Why? Because you play with half of them on your club league team?
It's not the players, man. Players are in the same condition we in on scholarship. I'm talking about the fans. I can't stand the fans, man. They've been getting everything handed down to them their entire lives, man. And they swear it's because they're better than you.
Yeah, no, that's real. Meanwhile, somebody from Plainview can work twice as hard as them, and they'll never, ever get the same opportunity. I hear you.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
But yo, you want to hear something even crazier? One of the biggest donors at North Beverly is the guy who shut down the garment factory. And my grandfather, he worked there for 37 years, bro. 37 years, Patrick.
Man. If you force up shots, we're gonna lose, man. The stock's gonna drop. Who's left for me to manage?
Go with this managing thing, man. How about you just worry about knocking down your shots tomorrow, and then we'll talk about it, all right?
That's not a problem.
All right, then. Plainview. All right, man, let's get out of here, bro.
And let's go down to the floor as they get ready to announce the starting lineups.
Welcome fans to the High School State Championship. It's time to introduce the starting 5 for your Plainview Panthers. At shooting guard, number 16, Justice Rosenberg. At center, number 6, Dave Zadirko. Small forward, number 15, Al Chumsey. Number 00.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining our coverage of the Illinois State High School Championship. What a matchup we have between the North Beverly Bearcats and the Plainview Panthers. Drake, what kind of matchup do you expect tonight?
Well, Joe, most fans expect North Beverly to once again take home the championship. But one thing we've learned throughout this tournament, you cannot count out MP and the Panthers.
Hard to bet against MP with the way he can dominate the game. But North Beverly has a complete roster.
Man, the Bearcats are the cream of the crop when it comes to high school talent. They have the depth. But we'll see if anyone can match up and slow down MP.
And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Plainview Panthers going against the North Beverly Bearcats. And Ben Bishop, the big man for the Bearcats, 7+ feet in the middle, hard to miss out on the floor.
Yeah, sticking out on the floor with his height. The mobility is the only question mark for him. He moves like he's 50 years old and drives a minivan, but man, when he gets into position, he's a load to deal with. That's a high basketball IQ play from Wells. You don't see him give it up very much, but a good pass to the open man there.
Here's Marcita. From deep. That shot off. Out to the left wing. Pass to Perchumsey. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. He's 2 for 2.
I'll tell you what, he can do just about everything at the offensive end.
Germanenko outside. Danny Cawthon for 3. And out of bounds, Plainview will take it. About a minute gone in this first quarter of play.
And you hate to call him a one-man show, but it fits the bill for MP and Plainview.
They win and lose as a team, but MP is at the center of it all. He's the best player the school has ever had and has put them on his back for this finals run. Now here's Germanenko. Pass to Bishop. Yes, and a nice assist from Vlad Germanenko.
Orchestrating the offense out there, Germanenko loves calling plays and getting his guys good shots.
Zadirko, a screen. And he bakes in the layup.
An absolutely great job on the screen. He removes the defender completely out of the equation.
Here in the first quarter with just about 2 minutes gone by. Back to Marcita. There's the triple. Hits the three-pointer. And you look at the size that North Beverly brings, you have to think that that's going to give Plainview some problems.
Definitely. That size complicates your ability to run normal sets. Everything, even getting looks at the basket, passing across the court, it's all so much more difficult when your team has a huge size disadvantage.
And now here's Marcita. Shoots over Perchumsey. Goes back up. And the layup by Bishop. It's a tie ball game.
Who can challenge Bishop out there? He towers over his opponents.
Pure from three-point range. What a run it's been for MP, and he has double-digit points in this quarter alone. And here's North Beverly. Bishop with the screen. Outside, Marcita. Outside, Bishop. 6 to shoot. Puts one up from 19. Tries again. And a nice play by Cawthon as he finishes it off for 2.
And in this matchup, you can be sure North Beverly will focus on MP. They know he's the cog in this Plainview machine.
MP is that guy. And as he goes, so does Plainview. Doesn't take a lot of scouting to see that.
Passes to Wells. Lets the three fly. And another three for Plainview.
We know Patrick Wells loves to shoot the ball, and he should because, look, he's good at it.
Dermonenko outside. Cawthon on the outside. On the wing, James Marcita. Back to Cawthon. Dermonenko passes to Cawthon. The three-pointer is off the mark.
Even with the decent coverage that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet against him in that situation next time.
The tray. North Beverly pulls it in.
Let's talk about Danny Cawthon for a moment. The Bearcats power forward loves to clean the glass.
He's got a real pack mentality, too. So when a shot goes up, Cawthon is nearly always in the picture, and he's either boxing out or snagging those boards himself for easy second-chance buckets. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock here. Wells, no good. North Beverly trailing here. Outside, Marcita. From downtown, sinks it from distance.
James Marcita.
He got hung up on a great screen and gave the shooter some wiggle room.
Yeah, for sure. If he sees any daylight at all, he's pulling the trigger.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to an end. Plainview ahead. They lead by 1. And we'll bring you the start of the second quarter right after this. Welcome back, everyone. We're here at the United Center. Second quarter of the Illinois State Championship getting underway. And something to note between these two schools, Plainview has never beaten North Beverly.
Wow, Joe, just lay out the cold hard fact like that? Yeah, I'm not sure I would ever bring that up in the locker room or make the sole point to fire up the squad, but either way, staying undefeated over another team can be a real challenge on that end.
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line to try to make it a three-point play.
Dillard with an absolute dime there. Looking to show he's more than just a shooter.
Number 00. Shooting 1.
Now Chu. Pass to Lee. Cawthon with it. With lots of room. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And no matter how this game goes, what a run it's been for Plainview. The first time they've gotten this far in school history.
And you can tell by how much the town has loved it. Fairy tale ending or not, this has been a year to remember for Plainview. Now here's Cawthon. Johnny Chu. Dillard covering. Passes to Cawthon. Now here's Splitter. For three, Johnny Chu. That one's off. To the inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Great passing by the offense. Coaches love to see that kind of unselfish play.
Second quarter here and just over a minute and a half played so far. And here is Splitter. Cawthon. Misses the three. Well, everything's working for them at the offensive end right now.
Yeah, good play calling and even better execution.
It's hauled in by Cawthon.
And Dillard, another shooter for Plainview. Solid jump shot, but misses a baffling amount.
They'll have a few head scratchers each game, Danny.
When in doubt, might as well attack the paint.
Ben Bishop.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pick by Little. Second chance shot. The rebound by Leftos. Pass to Dermonenko. Outside, Bishop. Aslanoglu. Right side, Williams. 5 on the clock. Splitter. Drops it in from long range.
Well, if you don't close out on him, he'll drill it from deep. No problem.
The Panthers leading. Throws it down as the whistle blows. A chance for a three-point play. That one on Lefto says Wanaglu. And when you watch Germanenko on the court for North Beverly, he's as composed as they get at this level.
He's the smallest starter for the Bearcats, but he's sort of like this conductor of a larger-than-life Bearcat orchestra. He moves the symphony, and he collects assists from the giants of North Beverly.
And now here's Marcita. He's got 6. Aslanoglu outside. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Plainview. Fires in the triple. And you can smell that Illinois State title, racking up bucket after bucket. And the Bearcats with possession here. A 7-point differential. On the wing, James Marcita. Porter defending. And Vlad Dermanenko gets double teamed. Day, no good.
James Marcita is a talented wing who can play at the next level. At 6'10" and 240 pounds, small is not what comes to mind for this small forward.
Oh, no, not at all, Danny. It's noticeable how tall he is. And it's unusual to see that kind of mass in a high school wing. But again, that's the benefit of the international recruiting that North Beverly pulls from.
Now here's Day. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Six on the shot clock. Will it go? That one doesn't drop. Patrick Wells on the wing. Off target from outside. And the Bearcats with possession here. Trailing by 10. Here's Dermanenko. And again, it's the Bearcats missing. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Wells, he's guarded by Dermanenko. Takes a 3, connects it from downtown. And they have no answer for MD. He's pouring it on, willing his team to a state title. On the wing, James Marcita. Trying to come back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And the first half now in the books. Plainview out front. They lead by 13. And we'll be back to bring y'all the third quarter action after halftime. And we're back. Illinois State Championship second half action about to restart. Plainview with the ball. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. And it might be intimidating for some of these players, playing in such a hollow ground here at the Reds.
I think it's safe to substitute the might for a definitely does. It's bigger here. The sights, the sounds, everything. It's a dream come true for many of these players.
For the Panthers, number 00 for 1.
And that one misses. And here's North Beverly. Outside, Day. Cawthon. Vlad Dermanenko on the wing. Outside, Day. James Marcita for 3. And that one comes off the assist by Javar Day.
Entering unfair territory. Marcita already has a huge edge inside, and now showcasing the long ball. The power of the Bearcats is in full display right now.
Now here's Dermanenko. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. And Wells, a transfer to Plainview before the season. He's been a huge part of their success.
Wells knows how to shoot, something you can always use more of. Likely won't make that jump to the college level, though, but he's a great high school player and a really solid 1-2 punch with MP.
Here's Dermanenko. Outside, Marcita. Shot clock at 6. And he makes that one.
So competitive in the interior. Marcita makes good use of his size, breaking through the contact.
Now Wells. No good from outside. Pass to Day. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Here's Dermomenko. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
Well, no doubt MP is a legend for Plainview already. Likely to be the first graduate to have ever seen the NBA.
And for someone who's never seen him, MP's athleticism is something special. He's got great basketball IQ, and you can see the potential ooze out of him. This is just the start of what can be a decorated career.
Now here's Day. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the 17-footer is off target. Plainview on offense. The lead is 15. Down low. Passes to Wells. For 3. It's hauled in by Cawthon.
He can do that, just couldn't connect this time.
Too much daylight for a shooter of his caliber.
Wells right side. And it's blocked by Jabbar Day.
So many of the players for the Panthers have been a part of the Plainview community their whole life. There have been a lot of legacy names.
Some of the kids have fathers and grandfathers that played for Plainview. It's not a large town, but they love their basketball. Plainview with the ball. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. From the arc. Count it from distance. There's a reason he's a 5-star recruit. MP with a 30-point performance here in the state championship game. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. To the paint. And then Bishop comes in with a dunk.
That's easy work for Bishop, the biggest dude on the floor.
Plainview on offense. He's covered by Cawthon. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Smart use of the height mismatch. He goes right over the defender and lays it in.
Timeout called by the Bearcats.
Substitution for the Panthers.
And so with it, it's North Beverly. It's an 18-point game.
Coach Riley Altman has North Beverly prepared to play this game as if it's on their own home court.
Oh, Coach Altman is a living legend. He's the most decorated high school coach in Illinois state history. And what's great about him is he doesn't want his players to be overwhelmed by the environment. He wants them to stay focused and in the game plan.
Johnny Chu. And again, it's the Bearcats missing. To the left wing. Clock at 6. And it's hauled in by Lee. Here's the Bearcats with the basketball. They trail by 18. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Splitter, and he drops it in from the low post.
Splitter.
He's able to find a seam in the defense and just lay it right in.
From outside the arc, gets it to go from long range. And MP is scratching his name into the high school lore with this performance, now at the 40-point mark with that score. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Panthers up 19. And as we get ready for the fourth quarter, we'll step aside for a quick break. Final quarter of play just ahead. The Illinois State Championship on the line. And of course, high school basketball around Chicago as competitive as it gets.
There is a legacy here. Yeah, players are chasing a shadow in the shape of the number 23, and it envelops every court in this city. Basketball could be a ticket, could be the opportunity of a lifetime for these athletes.
Chu, no good.
Just can't buy a basket, trying to get back on track somehow.
Or he could pass the ball more, and that's a thought.
Great pass and a great finish. Beautiful alley-oop.
To see precision like that at the high school level, it's just so rare.
It's something you're only going to get working out until it's dark outside.
To To the right side. Back to Chu. There's a screen by Lee. And that's good. Johnny Chu for 3.
And you can't afford to go under those screens.
Yep, he will make you pay. That's a lock and trail situation all the way. That's what you want to see. Eric Dillard making the right play there, securing the assist.
Outside, Chu. Jones, back to Chu. August Splitter on the wing. Back to Chu. From past the arc. No luck on that one.
And as we know, a lot of colleges have their eyes on this state championship, a number of top recruits.
Oh, if you're a fan of basketball, this is the game to watch. A handful of these players might even make their way to the NBA. But MP, he's the most highly touted athlete out on the floor. And almost all of North Beverly's roster will play college ball somewhere.
North Beverly pulls it in.
Just enough defense to throw off that lay-in. It was a good look, though.
Here's August Splitter with the 3. And again, it's the Bearcats missing. And here are the Panthers. They've played a great fourth defensively, allowing only 3 points. To the left wing. And there's the pick. Plainview again missing. A challenging stretch for North Beverly here. Pass to Jones. Outside, Chu. The 3, and it's stolen by Zadirko. Covered by Splitter. Got a piece of it for Chumsey outside. Jacks up the 3. It's hauled in by Lee. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. For 3, Johnny Chu.
2 minutes.
The rebound by Dave Zabirko.
And he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he's got to think of something else to try.
Chu grabs the miss. Pass to Leftos. Outside, Chu. Inside. Looking to end the drought. Not gonna go that time. He's guarded by Jones. The fadeaway. And Aslanagu pulls it down.
Great chance for him, but surprisingly, he can't get it to fall.
Back to Chu. To the middle. Lee. It's rebounded by Plainview. The layup missed. Right side, it's Chu. Outside, Jones. Out to the wing. Right wing. Chu with the ball. With just 5 to shoot. Over Dillard. Chu, no good. Pass over to Dillard. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go.
What an advantage that he brings to this offense. Being able to drain that 3 ball, it really can extend a defense.
Outside, Chu. There's a screen by Lee. Try to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. 3-pointer. Hits the trifecta.
You have to love his efficiency from range in this one.
Valuing each and every possession, taking only the shots he feels he can make.
Put it in the history history book. The Plainview Panthers have done the unthinkable and are Illinois state champions. MP has led his school to glory, and this is a season Plainview will never forget.
And what can you say about MP and this team? You could never count them out, and they took down a Titan in North Beverly today.
And out of all the schools to end the dominance of North Beverly, nobody would have expected the Plainview Panthers.
These kids are legends today and here on out. It's a Cinderella story that this state will never forget.
For Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo, this is Joe Lamy saying thanks for being with us.
I told you we were going to get that W, bro.
We did that. Hey, yo. Did y'all look at the stands during that trophy presentation?
Yeah, dude. Our whole section was crying.
Oh, man, it was crazy. I did not realize how much we meant to everyone until I saw it on their faces, man.
Oh, man, I ain't going to lie. I had some tears rolling down.
Right?
Come on, man. That was some emotional stuff, y'all.
Bro, I had tears, especially because, like, this is it for me. You know? I'm not playing college ball, and I'm definitely not playing in FIBA like our boy
come
here.
on, man.
Yeah.
Chill out.
Not for real.
Thank
I
you.
never left Illinois, and you're going all the way to Hungary to play for our country? Yo, that's wild.
And I can't even think about that right now. I just got to focus on graduating first, and that's it.
Come on, man. You got the best grades on the team, and you talking about you got to
Here
graduate
you go.
first like you something at risk. You?
Hey, it's
Come
just
on,
one
man.
step at a time, P. You know, that's how you get to where I'm at, man.
Yeah, that and being a freak athlete.
Nah, that don't hurt. But if you're trying to build something big, you got to do it brick by brick, man.
Speaking of bricks, Benny over here been putting up bricks all season.
I knew you was gonna say that.
All right, so you got jokes now, huh?
I got jokes, I got the looks, I got the charisma.
Delusional self-esteem.
Whoa! Throwing shots.
All the time, man.
Hello, everyone. I'll take a question from you.
Idan, you've won tournament MVP in both the FIBA U17 World Cup and the FIBA U18 European Championship. And now you've got the Spanish U19 team on the cusp of an undefeated World Cup run. Is there anything the United States and their star player MP can do to slow you down?
No.
Can you elaborate on that?
I have been the best player at the international level since I was 16 years old. You call MP a star, but he hasn't won anything against real competition. He is overrated.
Those are bold words.
We are going to win the championship on Friday, and everyone will see that Spain has the best young basketball players in the world.
Hey, yo, y'all get a good look at this. MP, you gonna let him talk to you like this?
What you want me to do? Fight, buddy?
I mean, I would.
What? Man, guys like our monster, man, they always trying to get under your skin. The last thing you want to do is let them know you're upset. You know what I mean? I guess so.
Nah, I don't like it. Cat too young to be that cocky.
I don't know, man. He nice. He earned it. But the only way to shut down somebody like that is to stay locked in and win. Everything else is wasted energy. You already know, man.
If you say so. Oh.
You guys can fit, you are small.
Let's go, man.
Yep.
Yep.
Have you ever heard the Spanish national anthem? It's beautiful, one of the oldest in the world. You'll hear it tomorrow when they give us the trophy. I think you will like it. Very catchy.
See you tomorrow.
Bet.
That's what he was saying when he was telling me his schedule. I'm like, bro, what? Like, you been doing since a kid.
Hey, yeah, everything good?
Saying
Okay, I gotta take care of this. Excuse me, sorry.
That had to be dope.
Hey, when you guys get up there, I'll introduce you one by one, then open it up for questions. Friendly reminder, there are reporters from 27 countries in this room, so whatever you say will be heard around the world.
Understood. Gotcha.
All right.
Looks like they're ready for you. How are we feeling?
Relaxed.
Wonderful. Let's get to it. Okay, we're going to get started with Team USA's press availability. Representing Team USA will be Tim Fielder, Brandon George, and of course, MP.
Hi, everyone. How y'all doing?
Let's start with you, Edith.
Edith Bauer, Sport Monatlich. I was wondering if you've had a chance to watch Spain's press conference from yesterday, specifically Ivan Almanza's comments saying MP is overrated and hasn't won anything against real competition.
Yeah, I saw it.
And?
He likes to talk. I like to play.
So no thoughts at all?
Like I said, I let my game do the talking. You know, so far it says that we have the best defensive rating in this tournament, and there's no accident to that. You know, we focus on what really matters over here, which is winning. You know, so he can do all that talking that he wants. But we're going to win tomorrow, and that'll speak louder than any soundbite that Almanza gives you.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, from Debrecen, Hungary. It's the FIBA Under-19 World Cup Final. Spain versus the USA in a winner-take-all game. I'm Kevin Harlan, and joined by Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. What a tournament, guys, we have seen so far.
And some great games to this point, but this could be the best of them all. And Brent, Spain and the U.S. have been dominant thus far, and this is the title tilt everyone wanted to see.
Spain has been a powerhouse, and it all starts with their star, Izan Almanza. The 6'10 forward has been nothing short of sensational.
But he's proven he's the real deal. I mean, Spain hasn't had to face someone as talented as MP yet, but with the way Almanza and MP were going at it in the presser, neither side seems worried.
And at our table tonight, I'm alongside Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, and I'm Kevin Harlan. Welcome, everyone. Now, here's how the U.S. will take the floor. George and Fielder are the guard pair. In the front court, it's Anthony at the 3 and MP going to work at the power forward position. Rounding things out, it's Barton in at the center. And you take a look at the starting lineup for Spain. You have Aguirre and Calderon in the backcourt. Out on the wing, it'll be Ceballos. Next to him, the star of the team, Almanza at the 4. And Fernandez bringing it all together as the center.
Well, since this thing started, this is the matchup everybody anticipated and has been waiting for. These two teams head and shoulders above the rest, and we're talking winner take all in this showdown.
Pass to Almanza. No good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
The general. Good.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Now, here is Aguirre. Here's Mendoza. Just 5 on the clock. Almanza. And he jams it with authority.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Here's the general from deep. And Mendoza pulls it down. And as you mentioned, both Spain and the U.S. are undefeated coming into the final. Both a perfect 6-0 through the group stages and the knockout round. Greg, this is going to be a beauty.
Yeah, and the reality is neither has been challenged thus far, but with the championship on the line, we couldn't have asked for a more perfect matchup.
It's been well documented that MP is taking these matchups seriously against other opponents in this conference. You got to wonder if that hasn't provided some extra motivation.
And how impressive have these performances been by MP. He puts a big old target on his back that his competition isn't taking lightly and continues to dominate out there. He's garnered a good deal of added respect the way he's taking care of his business.
And in terms of prospects, Almanza is as polished as they get. He is game ready on day one.
And he's such a fluid finisher, especially for his size. There isn't any weakness to his game. Gives you everything you could want from that position.
Almanza with the buckets. All right, Greg, one matchup to watch. Barton and Fernandez going at each other at that center position.
Both of those players have huge size and command such a presence. They play so similar and both have a relentless style to attack the paint.
Pass to Mendoza. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in, and they pick up 2. Almanza's got 5.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Outside, Aguirre. Out left of the wing, shoots, brings the J. Almanza was too much for MP on that one, but that's his game. And you know what, Brent? Something that has stood out all tournament long. The leadership role that MP has stepped into.
Well, since the opening jump ball, Kevin, this guy has been the alpha dog for the U.S. That says a lot. He sets the tone, and he says what needs to be said.
Now Lucas, after the missed 3 from the General. Pass to Lopez. Here's Almanza. Here's Mendoza. Launches from deep. Barton with the rebound.
And you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
So it's Spain now. They trail by 1. Pass to Almanza. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Now we all know shooting and defense are keys for the international game. That's why Tim Fielder has been so important for the U.S.
Well, he does both things at such a high level. A very sticky defender, and you can't sag off of him on drives on the offensive end. This guy helps spread the floor, contributes in a lot of ways.
Spain shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. A different look for Spain. Fernandez is checked in, and it's Garcia in for Lucas.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Fernandez. From 13. And it's Babb with the rebound. Here's Tarlock driving the lane. Gets it to go. And MP already into double digits in the first half. He has certainly come out with passion to start this game. And that does it for the first quarter. USA ahead, up by 4. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. Championship game for the under-19s here. Second quarter getting started. Here's the General. And even though, Brent, Almanza isn't in the NBA, he has been at the pro levels in Europe for quite some time.
Well, since early in his career, he's been playing against grown men. When you're 16, 17, that is huge in your experience and your development. Almanza ready for anything.
They set the pick. Calderon passes to Garcia. Clock at 6. Dixon grabs the rebound. USA leading by 6. There's the 3. And there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from the general.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. For the 3. Another 3 for USA.
For all of the concerns and all of the chatter that was out there of whether or not MP could step up for the U.S., those things have been put to bed.
And a lot of folks viewed this tournament as MP's first real test. Well, he's passed it with flying colors with the performances he's had.
Lopez. And that one is good.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Inside, here's Turlock, powered down with both hands.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Fernandez up on top. Got a piece of it. What a showing from MP. He's come out and made a statement to Almanza and the rest of Spain.
Well, Almanza may be full from eating his words right about now. All he seems to have done is light a fire under MP, and he is torturing him right now. And Sean Babb for this USA squad is a guy you got to squeeze because he's the glue that keeps them together.
And the ability to facilitate and create out of the post or elbow, critical. Babb has great court awareness and helps the U.S. get the looks they want.
And he makes the first. Hansen's checked in for Gordon. Both good from the line that time. Here's Calderon. He has yet to score. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Well, if you're the USA team, there's one guy outside you have to watch. That is Edgar Calderon.
You know, Brent, he has been one of the best outside shooters all tournament long. Can knock down the three with the best of them. Both teams will make substitutions. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Lucas the pass to Mendoza. Shot clock at 6. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's the screen. Here's Turlock. It's blocked. And so it looks like it's still USA's ball. USA holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Welcome back, everyone, to our coverage of the Under-19 title game, with the second half on the way. Well, Brent, tonight, no greater example of how global the game of basketball has become.
Well, Spain has especially embraced the sport, but all over Europe, basketball is ingrained in the sporting culture. The NBA ecstatic about how things have taken off across the pond.
To the middle. Up it goes, and the USA lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Mendoza.
No, that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
To the paint. Here's Tarlock. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
So it's Spain now. Now, here is Aguirre. Nothing on the board. Pass to Almanza. Takes a 3. He misses that time, but only 5 misses in his 11 shots from the field as he's 6 of 11. Tarlock makes it off the glass.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And Greg, the way that Aguirre can navigate the floor, he is as elusive as they come.
And he has a great sense of how to set his teammates up. So much of Spain's offense comes from Aguirre's ability to create out of thin air.
Almanza with the bucket.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Pass to the general. Jacks up a 3. And they'll get another chance. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Unselfish play there by Fielder, and he hits his man where he can do something with the basketball.
For USA, they've been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. Coleman's checked in for USA. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half.
The last time the USA squad won this tournament was in 2021. They went all the way when France was the host.
And you can see some of those similarities between that team and this one. Even with their recent success, you know Team USA expects nothing short of a championship.
Here's Fielder. Scoreless thus far. 5 to shoot. Here's Tarlock. They grab their own miss. Coleman, the pass to the general. USA moving the ball around. To the inside. Another shot. Good. MP is playing with a chip on his shoulder. 30-point night for him when his country has needed him the most. Aguirre with it. Pass to Almanza. No bucket, and that miss is number 6. He's made 7. USA leading by 15. Here's Fielder.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play here in the third. Into the lane. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. For USA, they've again missed a free throw. 5 for 5. First free throw is good. And USA with some changes. Babs checked in. And Gordon subbed in for Campbell. Then for Spain, Fernandez is checked in. And it's Ceballos in for Lopez. Pass to Mendoza. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Calderon, no good. Now USA with it. They're on an 11-3 run. Gordon a screen from past the arc. USA with another miss. Spain trails by 17. You know, Brent, all game long, we've seen MP getting what he wants on offense. And I see the smile on your face. You love the way he plays. Clearly outplaying Almanza.
And this is exactly what Almanza should have been afraid of. MP is cooking him and looks anything but overrated.
59 seconds left in the third. The general passes to Gordon. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Here's Ceballos. Pass to Lucas. There's the triple. Now Calderon. Now here's Lucas. Here's Ceballos. Over Dixon. The wing jumper off target. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here he goes.
And so far tonight, he's been the game's leading scorer. Just got into a groove, and no one's found a way to get him out of it.
Spain trails by 19. Here's Ceballos. Over to the left wing. Down low. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. USA ahead as they end the third quarter on a 15-5 run. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And we are down to just one more quarter of play between Spain and the U.S. for tonight's Under-19 title game. And what an absolutely lovely city hosting this final. Brent, I know you've enjoyed it as much as me. Debrecen, Hungary, our location this evening.
And the culture that this city has, sitting in the Great Plains of Hungary, some incredible museums can be found here. A tremendous experience this has been.
Outside, Garcia. To the paint. No good from Ceballos. USA leading by 22. The General. The General's got 40 points.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Calderon passes to Ramirez. Stolen by George. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Gordon a screen. Pass to Dixon. Just 5 to shoot. Tarlow. No good from outside.
And really, however this game goes, how great is summer basketball? International play always scratching that itch.
And Brett, for whatever reason, summer ball hits different. That's especially true for international competition.
Calderon, that's good. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's the General, defended by Fernandez. The General passes to Hansen. Here's the General. Here's the three. Drills it from outside. The General's got 43 points.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Here's Ramirez. Ceballos a screen on George. Ramirez can't get it to go. Here's the General. Ceballos covering. Gordon with a screen on Ceballos. Tarlow. A three-pointer off the mark. Now Spain with it. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for USA?
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Spain again can't hit. Now USA with it. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Lucas. To the inside. It's deflected. Here's Fielder. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Tarlow drains it from beyond the arc. The General's got 46 points.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
1:16 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Now, here is Aguirre. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Personal foul, first team foul.
That free throw missing.
Mendoza taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good.
The team struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
Here's Tarlott, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
I love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
There's 48 seconds left in the game. Aguirre with it. Here's Lucas. Spain again can't hit. Here's the general to the middle. Gordon with a screen on Aguirre. Lob pass to Gordon.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
So it's Spain now. And the final seconds now. Just a formality. What a show and what a series. And they can just dribble it out in anticipation of the confetti and celebration. It's good.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jump.
And here it is. The USA gets it done. And they win the Under-19 championship with a perfect 7-0 record. Brent, what an incredible tournament for them.
Well, if you talk about a complete team, that was this USA group. Dominant on both ends of the floor, and they came together at the right time to cap off this historic run.
You said it, Brent. What more can you say about the play and leadership, too, of NP? He was phenomenal all tournament long, and he backed it up with his guarantee that the USA would win it all. Big words from a young man.
And Kevin, it's not bragging if you can back it up. MP put a lot of extra pressure on himself and Team USA, but he knew what they were capable of. Incredible job of performing under pressure.
This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching.
Good game. Who's overrated now, man? Still you. Come on, you did your thing, though. Hey, enjoy my anthem, man.
So how'd you get him to do this?
Well, I know he's your favorite actor, and I got to end with his agent, so I thought, why not see if I can make something happen?
What's up, man?
MP, what's up, my man?
Jalen, man, thank you for the invite, man. I appreciate it. You got a good group here.
Yeah, of course, man. Your manager did most of the work, though. He's a good guy.
Yeah? Yeah, he's on it.
Hey, Jalen, you mind if I get a couple seconds to talk to my client? I got to catch him up on a couple things.
Of course. And thanks for the Bieber tickets.
Don't mention it.
Bieber tickets?
You got a good manager, MP. Hold on to this guy.
For sure. So, what's up with these Bieber tickets, bro?
You know, it's a lot of stars in the gym today, man.
Yo.
How you feeling?
Come on, man. You know me. I'm ready to hoop.
Yeah?
Yeah. Is that, Austin Reeves over there?
Oh, yeah. I mean to talk to you about that.
You think he saw that thing?
Oh, the thing when you called him a wannabe role player at best?
Man, why do people have to be digging up these old tweets? I was 16 when I posted that.
Yo, look where you at. You in the league now, man. You under a microscope. Why don't you just go over there, say what's up, clear the air?
Might as well, right?
I mean, it's no use hiding.
I don't even know what that means, man. Let's go.
I don't even know what that means.
Let's go. Yo, Austin. What's up, man? I'm MP.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, man.
Okay.
I've been a fan of yours for a minute now. You've been doing your thing. How you went undrafted to now starting with LeBron? That's super inspirational, man.
I thought I was a wannabe role player at best.
Look, I was 16 when I posted that. I got caught up in the moment, man.
Well, now you're in this moment. Are you going to back all that talk up?
Yeah.
You really think you're him, don't you?
I know I'm him.
Yo, I need to talk to you for a second. Hey, we'll be right back.
Yo, what you doing, man?
A lot of guys talk in this league. You sure you know what you're doing?
Pete, it'd be worse if I back down.
Okay, I don't know about that, all
What
right?
you talking about? You forget how we met? You was trying to get up in my head just like Austin, and then I had to shut you down, earning your respect and then your friendship, bro.
You kind of went along those lines.
Man, that's exactly how it happened, man. The real ones don't respect you if you back down.
Look, well, just make sure you back it up, all right? Because nobody respects somebody who can't put their money where their mouth is.
Pete, I got this, all right?
All right. Go on, man. Make me proud, all right?
Plainview.
Go get it.
Got it.
Watch outside! Yo, watch him! Be up on him! Hey, come around! Bust that! Can't give me that one! That's what you call D? Yo, watch him! Get board! Get board! Hey, yo, right here. That. Baseline. Oh, that slipped out of my hand. Get outside, slow down.
MP, how you feeling? MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons. There he is.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, BA. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Well, MP has told us that being an all-star is important to the way he wants to lead his team. And he's made it a goal to show everyone that he deserves that spot.
Well, how can you not be impressed by MP's performance lately after he sort of called himself out, claiming that he needed to elevate his game? For him, it's not just about being an all-star. It's about being the best in the conference at his position. Now, you can see the fire he's playing with. He's flat out destroying his competition. The only question now is, can he keep it going?
Here are the five for Philadelphia. They've got Joel Embiid, Lauri Markkanen out there with Maxey, and it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. The biggest focus on the defensive end, the big man, Joel Embiid. Coach telling me that they've talked a lot about how to defend Embiid. They have a great film session on it, but at the end of the day, he said Joel is a monster down low, so there's only so much you can do. It'll be fun watching the process do his thing tonight, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Pass to Mitchell, and there's the lob, and Mobley throws it down.
Wow, that is some big-time airtime by Evan Mobley. My goodness.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title?
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
And the shot goes down.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Pass to the general. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Mobley outside. Allen a screen. Inside. And stolen by Markkanen. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's Maxey. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist.
And just so good at playing at high speed. Maxey gets the ball and takes the fast shot.
Garland, the pass to Allen. And here's Mobley. Outside Garland. The teardrop. The rebound by Embiid.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Back to Markkanen. Fires for three. The general, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And the details starting to trickle in. But for the whole story, let's go to Shams Charania, who's joining us remotely. Shams, what you got?
Thank you, B.A. Right now, the story is with Portland, as the Blazers front office is executing early season deals. They're bringing in Miles Bridges to show up the front court of this team. Bridges is a minutes-eating, rebound-grabbing, explosive finisher, and I'm told this club knows that a player like Bridges brings competitive edge in close games, and that boosts your chances to win in crunch time.
Shams, thank you. Always some intriguing news breaking in the NBA.
That's about reach, folks. The length, the athleticism, the timing of Evan Mobley.
Mitchell finds Strus. Here's Hunter. Mobley outside from deep. Mitchell. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Boy, this team is on a heater right now. 16 wins in a row, and they've shown no signs of slowing down.
What an absolute joy to watch. This team is playing a beautiful brand of basketball right now. Everything about it. The athleticism, the basketball skill, the intelligence, the heart, the toughness, the commitment. These guys have been extraordinary.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A different look for Cleveland. Tyson comes in for Allen, and Garland is subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. He's checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's George. No made baskets yet. On the take. The general passes to Embiid. Goes up on the baseline. Right side Maxey. Gets stolen by Garland. They've got Max Strus. Darius Garland is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's DeAndre Hunter, and it's Tyson in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, the general, their last time out against the Bucks, played some superb basketball. He dropped 50 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Garland. That won't fall. He's just 2 of 5 in this one. The general passes to George. And the shot goes in.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Maxey against Garland. Here's Hunter. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 3. Here's the general. Strus grabs the miss. Strus has got 4 rebounds now. Outside Garland. From downtown. Second chance effort. Back to Strus. Takes the 3. And he buries his first look.
Determined to get to his scoring strength, and that's three-point shooting. We see you, Max Strus.
Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And the three-pointer goes.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Tyson. 14 points his last outing. Pass to Garland. There's the triple. And Cleveland another 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
George left side. Outside Maxey. There's a minute 47 left in the first half. 6 to shoot.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And a new group getting ready for the Cavaliers. Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Tyson. Okoro comes in for Strus. Mitchell's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Porter Jr. in for Darius Garland. And in the front end of the back-to-back, what's important?
Well, B.A., most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit. And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Outside Hunter. Okoro outside. From deep, Mitchell. Rebound by the 76ers. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavs. Came out with a victory.
You have to credit their game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Here's Mobley following the score by Philadelphia. Three-pointer off the mark.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Out to Schroeder. From behind the arc. That's miss number 5 on the night. 6 for 11 now. Cleveland has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Okoro passes to Mitchell. There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. Some solid defense from Markkanen. Here's the General. Coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. Drills it from deep. Now it's a 3-point Philadelphia lead.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Sixers on top, leading by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hi, everybody. Taking a look here now at the 76ers. This team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I got to say, they are making it look easy. And a look back now at the first half, as the Sixers have a tight game on their hands.
They've been choosy when hunting for shots, guys.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Tyrese Maxey. Joel Embiid is out there with Lauri Markkanen, and it's the General in at the 4. Garland, the pass to Mobley. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Mobley may be thin of frame, folks, but showing you he's willing and able to absorb the contact and make the play anyway.
Well, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris, so agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, "Baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift." Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. Allen inside. Outside for Mitchell. Allen, right side. Garland for 3. The rebound by Markkanen.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's the General. Nails it from beyond the arc. The General's got 22 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Okoro passes to Allen. Now here's Garland. Allen with a screen on Maxey. Back to Mobley. Pass to Garland. For three. Drops in the three. Garland's got 11.
Oh, Darius Garland asserting himself. The answer back from distance.
The general passes to Maxey. Embiid a screen on Mobley. To the paint. Ooh, look at Embiid converting in close.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Cavaliers trail by 5. Allen outside. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
His 4th giveaway tonight. Just another loss of concentration. I don't know what's going on with him.
There's 10 seconds left in the third. Outside Hunter for the lead. No luck on that one. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. Philadelphia on top, leading by 1. And right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Okoro. Then there's Mobley, then it's Max Strus, and it's Porter in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Grimes, the pass to Markkanen. Here's the general. The 3-ball. Fires in the triple. The General's got 9 points here in the second half.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
One minute in now in the fourth quarter. Mobley grabs the board. Cavaliers trail by 4. Outside Strus. Pass to Porter. Another miss by Porter. And Maxey's got the ball here for the 76ers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Here's Drummond. He gets it in there. And now it's a 6-point 76ers lead.
With that size and with that strength, it is such a problem trying to keep Andre Drummond off the offensive glass.
Porter against Maxey. On the wing, Strus. Outside Porter. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Mobley. Rebound by the 76ers. Drummond's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's the general. Drummond to screen on Hunter. Launches a 3. And the general gets it to go. The General's got 28 points for the game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. A different look for Cleveland. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Hunter. Mitchell comes in for Strus. And Darius Garland subbed in for Porter Jr. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen on, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. To the inside. Here's the general. And here's another one for the Sixers. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Well, the toughness of Darius Garland on display. Wants to finish the contact and get the bucket.
And he drives in. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And we're starting to see some big contracts for NBA head coaches, Doris.
Well, B.A., whether we are talking about player contracts or coaches' contracts, the cost of business is the cost of business. And coaches, to me, earn every penny. Because what happens when teams underperform? The first fall guy is typically that head coach. I have 0 problems with the salaries.
Garland, no good. Philadelphia with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Good on the shot. The Generals got 12 now in this quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let them get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Outside Maxey. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. The general, no good. Cavaliers trail by 11. Okoro passes to Garland. Outside Mitchell. Mobley deciding where to go with it from about 16. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Okay, Evan Mobley a big, folks, but you can see the touch on that mid-range jumper. That's pure.
There's the drive, and he jams it home with authority.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the 76ers.
They ran the fast break beautifully all night long. It was a huge part of their success.
It's so true. They clearly ran the floor well, constantly putting pressure on the defense. Just a tremendous effort.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're going to battle hard.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for the General.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
29 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's the General. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Second team foul. At the line for the 76ers. Shooting 1.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
Pass to Tyson from deep. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's the General. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
Substitution on the court.
It's the 76ers winning this one easily.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood.
Good game last night.
We know MP came ready to play.
Take home this special gift after waving your towels to a Thunder victory. Folks, don't forget the
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. And tonight, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Philadelphia 76ers. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
Oh, look at the 76ers starting group. The general is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. Here's Tarlock. Thunder with the rebound. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Daigneault for a minute. Well, we talked about how difficult a matchup Joel Embiid can be for a defense. Coach told me it's all about not letting him get established down low and making him try to beat us with longer shots. If we do that, I think we'll be fine. Of course, saying it on the sidelines is one thing, and doing it on the court, quite another. Guys?
Thank you, David. And the three ball is good. The Generals got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the 76ers. Wallace outside. Pass to Holmgren. Latrey. Good on the triple.
And I love the competitive edge Holmgren plays with, coming right back with his own triple.
Grimes passes to Markkanen. Here's Tarlock. And a miss there on the triple.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Dort. Back to Wallace. 6 to shoot. Holmgren sets the screen for Wallace. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
The General can't get it to go.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And a three-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't hit from in close.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
The General passes to Markkanen. Here's the General. Launches a three. Dort grabs the miss.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Pass to Wallace. Holmgren with it. A three. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision, solid at finding open teammates.
Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Philadelphia. And this team has been on a very impressive 17-game winning streak. They are red hot right now.
And it is very impressive, but it's also interesting. I mean, even sitting here at the broadcast table and the storyline this group has created has you just impressed and a little scratching your head because we expect drama and a certain amount of unpredictability with this group. That's not gone away, but I tell you, this team seems to be minimizing or mitigating the volatility. They seem to be a lot more solid of late.
And the shot goes in.
So far, he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
76ers moving the ball around. The general can't get it to go.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
In the corner, it's Wiggins. Here's Topic. Williams a screen. The three. Shot's good by Topic.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
The general. Good.
3 points.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Here's Topic. He's guarded by Schroeder. For three. And that one released in time, but no good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. 76ers lead by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Philadelphia.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Green is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Achua. Then it's Williams. And it's Wiggins in at the three, the small forward. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the general in his last time out against the Cavaliers got it done. He had 42 points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. We'll see what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Three-pointers off the mark. Under trailing by 5. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams, a screen on Maxey. Topic, no good. Philadelphia's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. The general, good. The general's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers. Thunder have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, showing that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
For the Thunder, Hartenstein. Philadelphia going into the break with a 10-point lead. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're thinking about this shot. Let's hear it for the participant.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best case. And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Philadelphia 76ers. And that about wraps it up.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Chet Holmgren has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Embiid. General is out there with Markkanen. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2 spot. Driving inside. Tarlock kicks it out to Maxey. Pass to the General. From outside the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. The General's got 19 points.
Great pass by Maxey there. This guy really clever at finding ways to get his teammates involved.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Clark, how much weight do players put on individual awards or something like an all-star nod?
You know, I think players always have a level of respect for each other, but awards help validate your level of respect. How you win, how you perform, consistency, and awards are typically well-earned and well-deserved. As a matter of fact, in most cases, they are well-earned and deserved, and players acknowledge that and respect that.
All right, I'm just getting this my headset. I'm told we have Shams Charania, our 2K insider, on the line. He's now with us, and some important NBA news. Hey, Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Right now, the story is with Portland, as the Blazers front office is executing early season deals. They're bringing in Miles Bridges to shore up the front court of this team. Bridges is a minutes-eating, rebound-grabbing, explosive finisher. And I'm told this club knows that a player like Bridges brings competitive edge in close games. That boosts your chances to win in clutch time.
Thanks so much for the report, Shams. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. Three-pointer. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Markkanen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's the General. 19 points in the game. Fires the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. 22 points for him.
And he got loose from the 3-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
For 3, Holmgren. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers leading by 11. Here's Tarlock. No good on the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. And Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. And the Thunder making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. And now we have a moment to recognize the Player of the Week in the Eastern Conference, the General.
And the nature of big men in the league has evolved, and he's a perfect example of how valuable a guy like this can be on your team. He's had a tremendous stretch of basketball here lately.
Wallace kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace looking for an opening. Hartenstein with the screen for Wallace. Knocks down the three ball. Wallace has got his third bucket of the night.
He does not lack the confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Wallace. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Can't connect from short range. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Tarlock. Hands it from downtown. The General's got 11 points in the quarter.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
Thunder trailing by 13. Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren the screen. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. The Thunder have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Holmgren with it. Three-pointer. And McCain pulls it down. Pass to the General. Drummond with a screen on Wiggins. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Achua comes in for Cason Wallace. And Topic is subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Yabusele, he's checked in for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Topic. 5 points in the game. Inside. Here's Holmgren. Misses in close. Got it up. Oh, he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
That really could be a morale-crushing three-pointer, fellas. What a way to head into the fourth quarter.
And so it's Philadelphia with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Wiggins. Topic is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And then there's Precious Achua. And it's Williams at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. George passes to Maxey. Here's McCain. Another three for Philadelphia.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. The Thunder with another miss.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
The General can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 21. Wiggins surveying the floor. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. The dunk by Achua.
Nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Here's the general. On the wing, George. 20 feet out. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Here's Topic. Pass to Williams. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Nailed from three-point land.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Here's Tarlock. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Thunder have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Topic. It's tipped. George passes to the general. Hook shot on the way and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Wallace is checked in for the Thunder. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. And the Thunder with some changes. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Achua. And it's Dort in for Wiggins. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for George. Wallace the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. This one for three. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's the general. Picked by Markkanen. Here's Tarlock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. The general's got 34 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, those hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
2 minutes.
Here's Wallace. Hits the three-point bomb.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to. But let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Tarlock. Oh, my, what a play.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. An easy 2 points on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just too good a player to leave open.
Picked by Markkanen. There's the lob to Markkanen. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. Look, the NBA has seen some iconic personal rivalries over the years. And I'm sure you remember most of them.
Yeah, I do, even those that I wasn't part of as a young basketball player growing up in Cleveland watching. But I read a lot about them, Wilt and Bill Russell, the Celtics and the Lakers and all of those great teams. Obviously, high school graduate of 1979, the Bird and Magic rivalry, easy answer for anybody around my age. And then you think about Isaiah Thomas, who was in my high school class, and then Michael Jordan. Those Pistons-Bulls rivalries were pretty intense and must-watch TV. So there have been a lot over the years.
That's tipped.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the 76ers.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they'd sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
I tell you what, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the general.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Schroeder. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The General passes to George. From the arc. And he hits it from deep. 3 points there from the General. The General's got 43 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This
You earned that one.
MP, let's bring it tonight.